Are you looking for a more interesting way to enjoy fruit? Maybe you're tired of just grabbing the apple or the banana. I have a recipe for you. It's called Fruit Chaat. So chaat is a name, like a general term for some Indian street food that combines sweet and spicy and tangy flavors all together. So this recipe is a fruit salad, but with all those different flavors going into it. So we're gonna start with a mango. I'm gonna show you how I like to cut a mango, and we're going for cubes here. We're gonna start off with some mango cubes for this salad. I'm gonna stand it up, keeping my fingers out of the way, and slice down the length of the mango. So we kind of get like a mango cheek. And there's one on the other side too. Watch your fingers as you do this and move your knife slowly along the pit. Okay, once I have those mango cheeks, if we look back over here at the mango, you can see the pit is right in there. I didn't get this side as close, but that one's poking through there. If you have a new eater in the family, you can trim off the sides here and give them that pit to sort of slobber and gnaw on. It's a good way to let them practice. So I'm gonna cut the edges off here and go back to the cheeks. So how I like to do it is draw lines into the flesh here, but not go all the way through the skin. If you can help it. All right, and then I'm gonna go across the other way to get my cubes. And you can flip it inside out. This mango is not very ripe. It's still edible this way, and you may not prefer it as crunchy as this, but it's perfectly fine to eat. I bought this morning, but if you buy yours and give it a few days, you can have a softer, more ripe mango. But then you can break off the cubes like so. When your mango gets soft, I usually just take a spoon and scoop it out, or use my fingers to kind of scoop it from there. All right, I have some sweet potatoes here. I want to cook them quickly, so I'm gonna use the microwave. I'm gonna poke some holes because we don't want them exploding. Don't want to clean the microwave while I'm trying to make this recipe. So just poke some holes, maybe about 2 or 3 on each side. Sweet potatoes are hard. Okay. There we go. I'm then gonna put them in the microwave for about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how big they are. And I'd say this size, we're gonna go with 5 minutes first. Okay, let's check them out. I'm looking for them to be soft all the way through. They are, that little one especially done. And then this thicker one, yep, they're all set. I'm gonna let them cool now and then peel them. Okay, we have our cooled and peeled sweet potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and slice those up. Think about how large you want them in your fruit salad. So it's up to you. If you want a ginormous piece, you can go for it. Most of the time, you want it to be similar size as the other fruits. And with this sweet potato, this one is a little bit soft. You could cook them to where they're not as soft, but you certainly don't want a crunchy one like the mango. So we're gonna go with sort of chunks like this size here. All right, so I have an apple here, about a medium-sized apple. I chose the apple that was on sale, but you can pick your favorite flavor of apple. If you want it more tangy, you go for your Granny Smith. This is a Fuji apple, but any apple would work in this recipe. And we're gonna aim for smaller pieces of the apple. So cut that core out. I'm gonna make some slices here. Turn it. And I have pieces of apple. You can make them smaller than this if you like. Your choice. I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so we have some red grapes. I chose red grapes because they're gonna add a little more color to the whole fruit salad. And we're gonna slice them in half, which this does feel a little tedious, but I recommend it because when you slice that grape in half, it's gonna be able to catch more of the flavors of the dressing and spices we put on here. So I usually use a smaller knife. You can use a paring knife and just slice them in half any way you want. You don't have to get too particular about it. We just want to open it up so it catches the flavors. The last fruit we want to put in this fruit salad is banana. And if you're gonna eat this pretty soon, go for it, put that banana in there. But if you want to mix up the dressing and put it on the other fruits and hold off on the banana, I recommend that because we know what happens. The bananas are gonna turn brown and get a little possibly less appetizing than we want. So add the banana soon, close to when you're gonna eat it. Okay, so now we wanna make the dressing. We're gonna add the juice of a couple limes. Depends on how much juice you get out of your limes and how many you'll need. So we'll take a look. One thing you can do to help get the juices flowing a little easier is roll your limes or lemons or oranges, whatever you're juicing, onto your cutting board. Help sort of loosen those membranes up, get them ready. Okay, and then I'm gonna slice into that. And let's juice them. A little bit out of that little lime. It smells really good. That's a giant lime. That should be plenty, I think. Okay, so to add to the lime juice, we are gonna add an interesting, maybe something you've never added to your fruit before, maybe you have, but we have some salt, pepper, and chili powder going into our lime juice. So we'll stir that up and pour it on. Okay, so there you have it, Fruit Chaat. It's a new way to enjoy your fruits. Maybe try a new fruit, make it your own. Pick your favorite types of fruits, your favorite apple, and maybe a more ripe mango.